G'day and welcome back to Ducks of the Gaming and Pine Cove Farm. Yes, that's right. We are back on Stevie's map and we're continuing on with our farming episodes here. All right, let's get into things. However, I've got a couple of things to carry on very quickly and just sort of update you. Pardon me. You will notice up the top right-hand side of the screen that the HUD has changed slightly. We now have changed this series over to being a seasons series. We are running a 6-day series, and so that means 6 days. Sorry, 6-day series. It's only going to last for 6 days. A 6-day seasons series. I'll get that right this time. So each season, I was stuck for words, will last 6 game days. So we are right now in early spring. We have transitioned 1 day. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, we did transition, but anyway, that's where we are. All right. So if I can get my mic arm to stay down where it should be. Yeah, that's it. We're going to kick it off. Now, what that means is for our fields, we finished off the harvesting of our fields. So we got field, just to recap, we got 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 9 are our fields. Now, we harvested all of them. Now, once you change over to seasons, it resets all the fields, and we had them all reset, which is fine. Now, fields, all our fields need to be planted and some of them ploughed, all that sort of stuff. So we're going to kick into that. So fields 1 and field 2 need ploughing. Field 2 needs lime, and then we're good to go with seeding. However, what we need to do is we also need to wait for our ground temperature to rise, because at the moment our ground temperature doesn't support planting. So the temperature to rise up at least above 5 degrees to start putting in some wheat, some barley, some canola, potatoes, sugar. No, we're not putting those in. We can lay some grass. We can put some alfalfa down, which is fine. Sorghum needs 10. Carrot and onion. We are going to do carrots and onion. So we are going to get to carrot and onion, hopefully soon. Now, this is interesting one, grass US and wild grass. I haven't found a way of actually disseminating between the difference. But anyway, that's all good. Now, that is it. So let's head on out. We're going to grab one of the fence. We're going to send him up and get him to start ploughing. And then we're going to grab one of the other tractors, probably the Voltra, and we're going to head on out and do some liming. All right. Now, bear with me if you can hear a little bit of noise from the steering wheel. I had some steering wheel problems this morning and started recording. I forgot that in F1 I changed my steering layout, and I have a button on this Thrustmaster Pro that changes the accelerator from left to right pedal. So I've got the 3 pedal set up. So it changes the clutch and the accelerator over. Now, I can't override that in Giant software, so I had to go back out, relaunch it all, and then get that going. And then in doing that, I've got a lot more tension on my wheel again. So I don't know what I've done with my plough. So yeah, so the steering wheel might be a little bit noisy until I pull that back again. That'll probably be for the next episodes. Here it is over here. All right. And we've also got some wool to put away too. I keep forgetting to do that. We'll get that done as well. All right. So I'm going to grab you, head on over, and we'll just put him on a play course and get him to just do north-south runs and get field 1 ploughed. Well, actually, what we could do is we could have put the lime down and ploughed in. Now, there is a whole pile of straw in the field. We've got more than enough straw. We've decided we're not going to bother about picking it all up, so we're just going to plough that into the field. Now, as is usual here for this time of day, for me personally, I have a huge amount of glare on my screen coming from our front door, which has glass panels in it, and I'm having trouble seeing anything in the middle of the screen. Anyway, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so we did obviously grab half the straw off the field, so that's okay. Actually, no, it wasn't. We put another combine on here to finish the harvest. That's what it was. Now, wrong button. Right. There we go. Fail number 2 for the day. Right. Position ourselves up here. Okay, we'll unfold the player and we're going to set up our course. So nice and quickly, course generation, field 1, headland none, starting direction, longest edge, auto generate the course. There we go, escape. And we're going to start from the first waypoint and we're just going to drive course. And off he goes. Right, he's going to be happy as Larry. And we'll just make sure that it's doing that. And it is. There you go. So we're ploughing that in. Excellent. Right, off to find the lime spreader and another tractor. Right, where's the Vulture? There he is there. And we're going to go and find our lime spreader and get that done. This is very tight. Right, now I can't remember where I left the lime spreader either. That could be anywhere. See, this is what happens. I leave things out and I just can't find them. No sign of it there. Hello, where are you? Where did I put it? Oh, man. I had it here somewhere. I haven't sold it, I'm sure of it. It's not out in one of the fields still. Did I actually put it away somewhere? I mean, that would be amazing. Right. No lime spreader there. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right. All right. Let's go get some lime on the field. In fact, what I could do is once I've done field 2, because I'll finish that a bit quicker than the ploughing of field 1, we'll go over and just spread over the top of field 1 as well. So we haven't got a lot of lime, so we may have to fill up as well. All right, and off we go. So hope everyone is doing well. We are, this is, what is it, the 23rd of October when we're recording this, and the next couple of episodes will be recorded today as well. So you'll be watching this episode pretty much the same week as recorded, certainly for this one, like I said. And yeah, so nothing much interesting to bring you up to speed with news-wise. We have got the new PC up and running in earnest now. I think we fixed most of the bugs on it. Still not getting, from my perspective, the performance out of the 3080 that I would have expected. But I'm not sure what the go is with that. But there's nothing inherently wrong. All the temperatures seem fine. The CPU's running fine. But anyway, so that's all running okay at the moment. We got our new 4 terabyte SSD put in for running video editing, so the video gets recorded directly to a 4 terabyte. Oh, sorry, no, it doesn't. I lie. The 4 terabyte is used purely for running the games, so it runs off a very quick 970 Evo. I can't remember what it is. Anyway, it's a Samsung 4 terabyte SSD. We've also got 2 new 2 terabyte NVMe cards in here. They are 980 Evos, I think they are, or 990, whatever they are. They're the latest version. So we've got those as our recording drive and also our post-editing drive. So some of you won't even care about that and know what I'm even talking about, but one of them basically captures the raw footage from OBS or Gamecaster or whatever I'm recording with, and the other one is where I transfer it across to, along with all the files for the video editing suite, and we do the video editing, so all the illustration files for the graphics and anything else we use gets put on that drive, and then once it's rendered, it gets rendered out to my dual 8 terabyte drives, which are running for my general storage, and then from there they get uploaded to YouTube. So there you go. That's my construct of the PC and how it's all configured together. So yeah. But anyway, so the old 3070 is going back to ASUS. They've given me the RMA. I must package it up this week, actually send it off, and then we'll see what comes from that as well. Won't be a total loss if they RMA it and replace it, because that'll go in my son's PC anyway. So not an issue there. Yes, other than that, we're chattering away quite nice. So we're quite happy with how things have turned out for the moment. All right, let's turn this beast. I do need to work on this steering wheel because, geez, it's hard. The force feedback is, after a prolonged period of time, hurts the wrists actually. So it's on full strength, I think. So you have to really give it a good shove to get moving. But anyway, that's what it is. All right. So obviously I haven't given you an update yet for FS22. That I'm still planning to do that. I'm hoping to get that done this week and get that out. There has been some more information coming out from Giants. Can't say I'm overly impressed. Everyone's sort of jumping up and down because they put out this thing saying, "Oh, we've listened to our users, and they made some minor changes." Well, you sort of listen to your users when it benefits you, and that's what you're doing anyway. So, but anyway, we'll see. We'll give it its chance when it comes out, but certainly not falling for the wonderful PR videos and screenshots and all that they put out. I mean, we had that with FS19, and particularly all the fanboys were like, "Oh, this is going to be the greatest game ever." And I'm seeing that at the moment. I saw some of the comments on one of the videos from Giants, and it's like, you know what, you're all setting yourselves up for a big fall again, because a Leopard never changes its spots. So I don't expect, while it should be a smooth transition and launch, because generically they haven't changed a lot, and we're out of lime, so we're going to go refill. They shouldn't have changed a lot in the back end of the actual engine and stuff. So it should be very much akin to from going from FS15 to FS17. FS15 wasn't as good and had a lot more problems than what FS17 did. FS17 was quite good. Same sort of thing with this. FS19 should have been the dog of the family, so to speak, and then FS22 will come in over the top and be a much better release. However, stranger things have happened. Like I said, Leopards never change their spots. So we're going to wait and see, but we're not going to get caught up with all the fanboy stuff, and I encourage you not to as well, because at the end of the day, they're going to put out some good PR. They're going to put out good news stories. They're going to put out things that are positive. They're going to show it in the best possible light, which may well include some tweaking of their in-game live screenshots and stuff like that. So but I'm a realist, and I'm also acting a bit as a pessimist, I guess. But once bitten, twice shy. That's all I have to say. I mean, I was very keen and very excited to look forward to FS19, and it was a huge disappointment upon release. Yeah, we'll wait and see, but don't fall for all their glossies, because it's not necessarily the way the game's going to be. I mean, one of the things they just released as well, actually, I will talk about it a little bit, was the more realistic animals. I had a look at these more realistic animals, and someone else had pointed out the horses don't look any different. Not that I care about the horses, because all I want is a glue factory and I can deal with them. I still think it's the most stupid thing they've added to the game. But anyway, but the sheep, in fact, the cow. One of the pictures of the cows looked as though the cow was had been on thalidomide or something. But the sheep, while they do look a little bit better, they also look a bit more cartoonish. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Everyone was raving over the fact they look much better. I don't know. And I mean, the other thing is, then now putting wildlife in like deer, and I'm assuming there may be more than just deer in there. But I mean, like, really, why? I mean, farmers don't like deer and that generally on their farms because the fact that they eat the seedlings and damage the crops and stuff like that. So generally, if a farmer sees a deer, they're shot. So are you giving us all weapons so we can go out and start hunting the deer as well? Is that going to be part of the game, Giants? I mean, what the hell is the point of putting the deer into the game? I mean, it's just another one. It's like this customization of character. I mean, a lot of it. Let's get down to brass tacks here, and some people aren't going to like what I say, but it's the woke culture of everything has to be. Oh, you have to have representation of every different ethnicity and all this sort of stuff. Well, you don't. It's a game, and yes, I get it. Some of the minorities who are also the most vocal, obviously, in demonstrating and protesting and stuff. They want to have their representation. I get that. I don't have a problem with that. But what I do have a problem with is when they spend so much time, obviously, developing that, when they could have been developing the actual gameplay better. I mean, the thing to me is, how often do you really look at your player character? I mean, do you really sit there and just watch him walking around and all that sort of stuff? I mean, really? Let's face it. You don't see yourself when you're walking. You just see other players when they're in a multiplayer game. But in solo, when do you see your player? I mean, okay, we see him in here now, right? Oh, yeah, there he is. There's Duck. Yeah, no worries. He's sitting in his tractor with his flannel shirt on and his vest and just driving his tractor. Yeah, okay, no worries. But you don't see him any other way. So the time and development, all the development time that was spent on it, really, in my mind, is wasted. They could have spent more time developing a new crop and new equipment to go with that crop. So, for instance, rice farming or proper orchards. I mean, they put grapes in. Yep, okay, great. Something different. I get it. Why couldn't they put orchards in? Why couldn't we have done apple orchards or orange orchards or something like that, where you plant your trees, you've got to fertilise the trees, you've got to water the trees. I mean, well, don't get me started on water. It's another thing. Why isn't any of that in the game? I mean, we're gonna cut across in front of him and we're gonna get the lime put in by the plough as well. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, they could have spent that time setting it up. I mean, orchards would be great. I'd love to be setting up a cherry orchard or an apple orchard or something like that. Just something totally different. The trees grow and it may be a little bit longer in between your harvesting time and all that sort of stuff. And then there's specialised equipment that can go around and harvest the fruit off trees, stone fruit off trees and stuff like that. That'd be great. But no, we got sorghum. Great. Well, that obviously wasn't that hard to do. And I mean, look, no offence to Stevie and everyone else. I mean, how many new crops have our modders brought to us? We got sorghum, carrot and onions, for instance, on this map. Okay. Where's the carrot and the onion from Giants? Where's cabbages? Where's whatever? Right. There's all these different crops they could have done, and they've just done sorghum. Now, it uses the same equipment as what we've had previously. Nothing really new there. It's another crop to use for our corn headers. Yeah, great, well done. What else have you done? Nothing. Anyway, that's enough about the Giants rant. But yeah, I all I would recommend is we don't. Well, I'm certainly not, but don't jump into it and thinking it's going to be the the greatest farming sim game yet. It'd be nice if it was. However, I'm waiting with a little bit of trepidation, and I will treat it as it deserves to be treated, and that is, I will wait and see what the proof of the pudding's like when it comes out. Anyway, enough about that. We're just going to continue on getting all this limed in. Now, yes, we're going to have a bit of a patchwork quilt because of the way I've done it. I know that, but that's okay. We can deal with that. All right. Anyway, tell me what your thoughts are down below. Am I wrong? Have you taken offence to what I've said? Ideally, it doesn't really matter if you did or didn't. It's a personal thing, but and like I said, what I would like to point out is the opinions I espouse here are obviously my opinions. They're not of anyone else's. And I need to sort of quote someone else, try to keep it real. I mean, there's no point me sitting here and being a fanboy and saying, oh, look, Giants are bringing this out. It's going to be fantastic. And then because at the end of the day, when the game gets released, everyone's going to go, well, what were you on about, Duck? Right? As was certainly the case. And look, I got a couple of, I don't want to alienate people, but a couple of guys that are very strong fanboys that are, I consider to be mates, basically let the side down because while they had early access, and I get the fact that they were probably under an NDA and they couldn't tell us all the shit that was going on, they still sat there and told us all to our face how great FS19 was. And we all know upon release, it wasn't great. It was a steaming dog turd. And it took multiple patches to get it to the point where it was even really playable. Let's not talk about the steering wheel debacles and stuff like that. I mean, look, if steering wheels don't work out of the box on FS22, I would suggest there should be a mass revolt. But then again, we all know they don't care about the steering wheels unless it's a PlayStation or an Xbox One because that's where their customer growth is. So, at the end of the day, that's where it's headed. They don't care about the PC players so much. It's all about the console numbers. Purely a numbers game. So, anyway, hopefully our models will save the game. If not, well, maybe it's time to look for a new genre. That's the FS world according to Duck. And probably by this stage I've got 3 viewers left. Anyway, it's all good. Look, I mean, I know people aren't going to agree with me. I get that. I know some may agree with me. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and say something, number one, I don't believe, or number two, I'm not going to sit here and feed you false impressions, lies, or anything else, because it's just not me, and it's not fair. Because look, I'm not a big YouTuber. I know that. I'm no huge supporter and provider of insight, or I'm not. What do they call them nowadays? An influencer, right? All that sort of stuff. However, by the same token, people watching the video do get influenced to some point of stuff that comes from the video. So if you've got people that are presenting videos and they say, oh, this game is fantastic, and at the end of the day it's shit, but you've gone out and spent your hard-earned cash on it, especially in these days, then you're going to be, number one, disappointed, but number two, you're also going to be pissed because that influencer or that personality that's actually gone out and done that has done you a disservice by not telling you the way it really is. I mean, everyone's got their own opinion. So what I say might be crap. Someone else might come out and say it's fantastic. I get that. I'm not arguing that that's not the case. What I'm saying is that everyone that runs YouTube, TikTok, whatever else needs to be very careful of what they're saying to their customers and all that sort of stuff. The customers being the viewers, and not mislead them or mistakenly sort of provide advice that isn't necessarily true, just for the sake of $1 or just for the sake of reputation. Because at the end of the day, false representation is going to hurt you a lot more than true representation. That's my personal opinion. But anyway, all right. So we're quickly catching up to our plough here. He's going to want to reverse, and we're just going to quickly swing round because we're not going to want to get caught behind him. And then we've really got probably one run to go. Yeah, just a little bit to go. So that'll be done. All right. And then that also will be the end of the video. So, see, I rant about giants and videos go like that. Anyway, it's all good. Let me wet my whistle. But of course, I'd be very interested to hear what your thoughts are about that. And like I said, on our Discord, which you can feel free to come and join. Details are down below in the comments. We have got an FS22 conversation piece there. I'd really like to know what your thoughts are. Or, like I said, if not, put them in the comments. Let me know. Are you really excited for it? Is there anything you're not excited for? Anything that they've announced so far that disappoints you or that does excite you? Are you excited by the fact you can have 17 different shirts on your guy of non-white skin color and 17 different hats? Does that excite you? Because it does nothing for me whatsoever. I'm probably likely to just go into the game, press randomize. That's if they got a randomize button, and then just play. Anyway, that's just me. But let me know. Peel in down below. And if you're really unhappy with what I've said, also let me know. Won't necessarily change my opinions, but if you do have a counter argument, or if you do disagree with me so vehemently and you really need to get it off your chest, then feel free. Just be aware, if it's not basically G-rated, then it will be deleted. It won't be deleted if I don't like it, just for the fact of being disliked. That's not the way I run things. However, if it's abusive or if it's rude or not in keeping with our G rating, then it will be automatically removed. I may DM you and give you my reply to your context, but yeah, it won't be left on the channel. Anyway, I'm sure there won't be any of those. Yep. All right. So we're going to leave it here for this episode. I'm going to let that plough finish off the ploughing up there, and we're going to head over here. We're going to refill the horse spreader and have that ready for the next spreading of lime. And then next time you come back, we should hopefully have a little bit of a temperature rise or whatever else. We might actually accelerate through the day and get us through to day 3 of spring and just see where that brings us. But we still will be running at 5 times speed for timing. There will be times where I will probably reduce that down when we're doing harvesting or whatever else we don't have, or when we're fertilizing, so we don't have uneven growth as we're doing stuff on the fields. But what we will do then is we'll then accelerate a little bit to sort of make up for the time that we've paused it on. So yeah, all right, I'm going to park this down through here. I'm going to put the lime right next to the fuel. It's always a good sort of combination, isn't it? But anyway, we're just going to park that there, so that way I know where it is. And we'll move the Valtra over. Now we've got to wash that Valtra and the Swadro there as well. We didn't do that at the end of the harvesting of all the straw, so that needs to be done. That's something we can do in the next episode at any time. All right, so we're going to park this guy in here for now. He's finished his job. All right. Oh, one of the things we do need to do, actually, before we do go, I'm just going to shut him down. I do want to check my animals. How are the sheep going? sheep. We've got 137 sheep. Cleanliness, they're okay for food and that at the moment. So that's okay. We did stock them up, I think, in the last episode. Need a bit of water soon, but they'll be okay. All right. Excellent. So that's it for this episode. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you're going to enjoy our conversion into a seasons series. Thanks very much again for Stevie for a wonderful map. Look, we've already got the difference in the trees. Isn't it wonderful? Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again very, very soon in the next episode here on Pine Cove. Don't forget, if you're not already a subscriber, please press that subscribe button and also the alarm notification icon as well, to be made aware of when new videos are available on the channel. And of course, don't forget to come and join us on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. Details of all those are down below. All right. So take care of yourselves and your loved ones. We'll see you again very, very soon back here at Pine Cove Farm and Ducks All Gaming. See you later. Bye.